Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to transform this beautiful doll into Anya Forger from Spy X Family. If you haven't watched the series, do, because it's super cute and Anya is such a cute girl. And if you like what you see, please consider subscribing and don't forget to push that bell button so you don't miss my next video. And if you really want to support my channel, you can become one of my Patreons. So check out the link below the video and you can see what benefits you get if you become one of my Patreons. But let's not waste more time and let's get started transforming this doll. So for making Anya Forger, I have chosen this doll and I think it's a really good fit. It's a bigger doll, actually the biggest type of doll I've been working on, so I'm a little bit scared. It's a very nice looking doll. I mean, you can't even fit it in frame, you see how big it is. And it's the first time actually I'm going to make my own resin eyes also. I don't know if I did this wrong, but when I bought them I put the head on. I mean, yeah, you can pull the faceplate off very easily. There are magnets, so it's not a problem. But once I put the head on, I can't take it off. Or I don't understand how. If you know how to take this head off, please write it in the comments because I can't figure it out. But I'm not gonna force it because then I probably will break it, so yeah. But it's a very nice doll. I think the magnets work very well. I mean, also for making the clothes, it would have been easier to just have the body, but it is what it is. So I started doing the shirt for her because she has, well, you don't see the whole shirt under the dress, but I'm kind of guessing here. So, I mean, yeah, it's shorter than a dress, so I'm gonna fold this up later, but it's a very simple design. I just kind of measured on the doll, so you have these two front pieces and one back piece like that, and the arms, and I'm gonna show you. Kind of good with a big doll, you can try it on like this. I'm gonna start with stitching the shoulders together and then the arms, then the sides, and of course you will fold all the edges, zigzag them. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna have buttons or Velcro, probably buttons. I haven't decided. The hardest part is that it's gonna be a collar on this, and I kind of have PTSD from the last video I did, but okay, this collar is bigger, so we'll hope that this will go better. I'll see you in a bit. So as you see now, I have zigzagged all around each piece. And then I sew together the shoulder parts with the right side against each other. And when I did that, I attached the arms. Same thing there, the right side against each other. And as you see, I did a little double fold here so you get some cuffs. Next step is to attach the sides to each other like this, and also the arms. So we're just gonna attach the parts like this. The arm there, the sides there, up to the arm, and the same thing on the other side. Also fold in on the opening so that we don't see these ugly things, and also fold up the lower part. So now the shirt is almost done. I hate doing the collar. I don't know, I think I managed this time because it's kind of, I don't know how many times you have to fold it, but because you sew it on the wrong side and then you kind of fold it over on the outside, it gets kind of chunky. I don't know, I think I did it right, but maybe not. Yeah, it looks good, and the only thing left is the buttons. I'm gonna put some snap buttons down the front here, and as you see on this picture, she has this kind of red ribbon around her neck, and I just happen to have this perfectly sized ribbon. I am so happy that I just bought this out of an accident. Not an accident, but you know, I just bought it and it's perfect. So I'm just gonna put that around and stitch it or glue it maybe, just so it's in the right place, because you do want to be able to open this. And I am pretty proud of coming up with this idea. She has this kind of golden brooch or what I don't know what it is, right at the neck. And I thought, why not make it a functional button? I think it's a little C or something on this brooch. Paint that on, and I'm not gonna make a hole in the shirt, but that's gonna be there. Well, that paint didn't stick like at all. Fun. So I'm gonna do it with this metallic pen instead. I sprayed the bottom once with Mr. Super Clear to get this matte finish so that the paint will stick better. So just gonna let that dry. So now I marked where I want to snap buttons with this fabric pencil. Just gotta sew them on. I have finished the dress. I did a full opening in the back with Velcro. And then I added this gold trim, or I don't know what to call it, on the edges and on the sleeves, and on her neckline I used this golden band, I guess. And she also has these little, I don't know, dots down here, so I'm gonna just put this trim also down here, do a little swirl, and yeah, let's do some glue. So yeah, I tried some different techniques on making the patterns on this gold, and it was really harder than I ever expected because acrylic paint didn't stick to it. Like glossy acrylic paint supposed to stick to anything, it didn't stick. I tried markers, I tried glue with some Mod Podge. That works, I guess, but it takes so long that I thought, well, I might as well just stitch it then. You see how much I have to go? I started with one bow. Mother! So I kinda gave up on the embroidery by hand because it looked really bad and took like forever, so I thought I'll try it on the sewing machine. As you see, it kind of worked. It was very, very difficult. The middle, it's the best. I am happy with the results as far as, you know, how hard it was. But on the sleeves, that's not possible. So I'm gonna try another method here. Mod Podge mixed with paint. You know what, guys? After discussing this with Erik, my editor, I'm gonna leave it like this because even though I am sad that I couldn't make it exactly like with the decor on the sleeves also, it just isn't possible. If I had known that this golden fabric would be so difficult, I maybe would have done it in another way. I mean, I think it's really, really cute and it will look like Anya anyway. So I'm just a little bit sad right now, but it's okay. I am happy with it. It looks good. This was a struggle. I didn't think this would be so hard putting a little bit of gold on it, but you know, that's life, I guess. Only thing left with her outfit now is to put the little red ribbon on the button. So guys, the outfit is now officially done. She has her little button. I even wrote this C on it, and I just glued this ribbon on the back of the button, burned the edges, and as you see, she has her little white shirt on, and the dress, socks, shoes, and the shoes I didn't make, so I'm very happy with this. It's very cute, and it's Velcro on the back of this. The shirt has snap buttons, so yeah, now I'm gonna take it all off and start. Well, I actually don't have to take it all off because I can just pop off her face. Now, this is a big moment. I am going to make resin eyes for the first time. This feels like this is for real. I don't know why I didn't buy like pre-mixed resin, because I know that exists, but I didn't buy that. Look, I'm wearing gloves and everything. Okay, now we're gonna pour in the pigment. I have no idea how much of this you need. Ah! I guess that's enough. Let's do this. So now the ice that I made yesterday has cured fully. It didn't really cure under the UV light. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not an expert, but they cured now, and as I suspected, there are, of course, bubbles all around. Well, not all around, but like just at the edge. There are a few bubbles in every eye. So, okay, I'm gonna try with the heat gun today. I am going to put the eyes I made in Procreate in the biggest eyes. I really tried them out, and I thought that the biggest eyes are the best fit for this. 11 millimeters. The iris is 11 millimeters. I took some trial and error in Procreate. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I use like this grid that says 11 millimeters, but it still doesn't print that, so I had to try out a lot of different sizes. So I'm just gonna mix some more resin and try this one more time. Well, you probably already figured it out, but I realized that I'm stupid and I didn't buy UV resin. I just bought regular 2-part resin, and you know, it takes about 1 day for it to cure, like 24 hours. But I actually realized that this mold, that just half spheres, are the best because they were hardly any bubbles, and I think I figured out the way to make them. So let's try this. I'm just gonna put a few drops in there and cure it for 30 seconds, then put the eye on stuff. Looks like I'm killing a baby. But first you put on the plastic, then some stretchy fabric, then you put on the rubber bands, and now you just cover it with maybe 3 layers of white glue, like regular Elmer's glue or something. Yeah, of course you have to let it dry in between the layers. So yeah. So as you see, I have started making her wig. I made these wefts out of nylon hair, and you see those 2 little weird dots on the wig cap. Well, those are magnets. I thought I would be clever and make her little, I don't know what they are, little hats, hair ornaments, something. I will paint these later, but I made them out of very thin foam board, and as you see, I put a magnet there. I think it's secure now. So, you see, quite strong little magnets. So hopefully this will look good when the hair is done. I thought this was kind of a clever idea, so you can take them off whenever. Now you're asking probably, why, Tiffany, aren't those wefts a little bit long? Isn't that kind of wasteful, especially in the front, where she has a fringe? And yes, you're right. It's very wasteful. And no, she doesn't need this long wefts. I would have been okay with half of it. But, you know, I'm stupid, so don't be like me. So now the second batch of wefts are done, and I'm gonna do them on and hope that they will be enough. There won't be enough. Takes a lot more hair on this head than I expected. I mean, okay, it's a bigger head than I'm used to, but God damn it. Okay, now I just need to do like a swirl in the middle. So I have to make more weft for that. So I covered the little hat thingies with epoxy sculpt because I wasn't so happy with the shape, and now I will paint them black with just regular acrylics. There. I might go over them one more time later when it's dry, but it looks good. So let's cut the hair to the right hairdo. The little head thingies work very well. Oh. Now I just finish up with some mousse. I'm very happy with that. So we've gotten to the point where it's face up time. Yeah, I just wanted to show you my genius. Sometimes it's big brain time, and I thought, how do I spray her face with Mr. Super Clear without spraying my whole hand? Yeah, just take a roll and press it on. I'm gonna spray her with a couple of layers of Mr. Super Clear, let that dry, and then we'll start painting this face. So unfortunately I ran out of space in the camera for the last part of the face up, but as you see I finished the face and I am very happy with how she looks, and I think this was very fun to make this anime face doll. You know, I didn't have much room for imaginative face up on this. I just kind of followed some pictures, but I'm very happy with it, and the only thing remaining now is to put in the resin eyes, and I am currently waiting for one more eye to cure. I have one good eye. The struggle with these. Why isn't there any good tutorial on how to make good resin eyes without bubbles, without, problems? I have really looked. I can show you how many eyes I made so far. These are the ones that actually are okay. These are okay.
What's wrong with your eyes?
Because I used one mold that's not here. I don't know how to explain this, but what no one tells you is that UV resin is fantastic and all, but it just works if you don't put in any pigment. Because if you put pigment in it, it doesn't cure, ever. There. I had to use the 2-part epoxy resin anyway. Yeah, this was a journey, you know. The next part of this video is me putting in the eyes. So the moment has come and I am just going to put her eyes in. I am going to try to use this sticky putty. Okay, that's too much. I do not have much experience putting in eyes in dolls like this, so bear with me. No one ever shows you this part either on any tutorial. They just whoop and the eyes are in and you're like, wow, that must be so easy, no? There. And now we can put her together with all the parts and only one thing missing. She needs her Chimera. As a last bonus in this video, I'm going to make Anya's teddy bear, Mr. Chimera. I'm going to try this foam clay. This is the first time I'm working with it, but yeah, I think it's gonna be good. It's very lightweight and it's gonna be kind of flexible when it's dry, and it's self-drying, so I like that. So now Mr. Chimera is dry, and once again I use my big brain and put some wires, some very thin wires through the body and into the arms, made a little loop, put some super glue, just a little dot there, and now he can ever so slightly move his limbs. Not a lot, but you know, so he can stand or sit. It's perfect. Now we're gonna paint him. And now you wonder, why didn't you paint the limbs before you put them on? Well, I thought about it, and then I thought, Did I say I really like this clay? It's like so good. Still stays elastic when it dries. You can't do small like details, but maybe not so good for elaborate faces maybe, but for things like this it's perfect. It's so easy to paint this clay also, you don't even need to prime it or anything, you just slab it on. Now we just let that dry. If you're wondering what that sound was, that's that someone favorited something in my Etsy shop. That's nice. And if you want to know how to get to my Etsy shop, just look at the link below the video. just faint lines, but I think it kind of seals the deal. I think it's done. Maybe I will seal him with a layer of Mr. Super Clear. Nothing glossy. And then it's done. And now I think we're ready for the beauty shots. Yay! And she's ready to go!